Yeah. If you're not passing, you're not playing. I mean, that's it. If you're not passing, you're not getting a scholarship. That's it. If you're not passing, nobody's trying to play you. I'll go even further than that. If you're not making good grades, you're not getting looked at. Like, for real. Like,
That's real. That's real.
Russell Westbrook, I was researching him. Russell Westbrook, I think he had 3.9 or something like that.
Man, you wouldn't be able to tell what he had.
Yeah, you would not be able to say that. I mean, I won't say that, but just kind of first impression, you see him cuss on the court, you would think that he got a 3.9. He got 3.9.
God.
For real. So,
Let me say something on that note. When I was at Little Elm, all-state player was Keon Kenner. Now listen to this. In 10 games, the guy had 3,000 yards. That means he averaged 300 yards rushing a game. That's a state record. Did not get a scholarship because, now listen, the standards for passing in high school is made for retarded kids. Let me say that again. The standard for passing is made for retarded kids, which means just because you're passing your classes doesn't mean you're college ready. So when we build the passing code, it's made for kids that are retarded, not for kids that want to go to college. So if you're just barely passing, you will not get a scholarship. Keon did not get a Division I. He ended up going, let me tell you how it changed his life. Oregon comes down to look at him. Looks at his GPA and says, you can't go, your GPA is too low. 3,000 yard rusher, 300 yards a game, did not get a Division I. Had to go to a JUCO. Cost him probably getting drafted. So how do you sacrifice 4 years of his life? He goes to Oregon, better trained, better facilities, better shape, ends up in the NFL. Instead, goes to JUCO, goes to Kansas Jayhawks where he was 0-10 last year, something like that. May possibly end up, possibly 7th round pick, maybe. But he goes from the state rushing record to probably getting forgotten about in football, all because his grades weren't where they should have been.
they do not care. They don't care. That's what I'm saying. They don't care. If a guy, you know what I'm saying? If a guy is right here making 3.5 and a guy's over here making 1.8, they're going to choose a 3.5 because they can't bring him to school and then he freaking fail and can't play a championship game. So that's very important. Studying is very important, guys. I don't know who's in like pre-AP classes. I think most of you guys are in pre-AP classes, advanced classes. That's just really prepping you guys for high school. I know it's difficult. In high school, it's a breeze because they're preparing you in middle school. And then when you take AP classes or higher classes in high school, college is a breeze. So take those very seriously. Like I said, though, I've seen guys who've not had grades. They're cut, man. They're cut. They do not care. If you're not handling you out, for real. So, what else? I said everything.
Have you heard any stories with the athletes up there? Because I know you know some of them up there in terms of social media.
About what the little recording?
Yeah, with that and anything dealing with social media too as well. Any guys that were gonna go to another school and maybe, because I know
Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When recruiters, guys, look through your social media.
Yeah.
So when you're putting your middle finger up because your parents aren't checking your Instagram account, or
Exactly.
you have it because you're not supposed to.
Trying to be cool.
I mean, for real, that's a turnoff. They don't want a problem
For real.
child.
Character.
They want a good kid that's gonna come to college.
This girl, she didn't smoke. She never drunk alcohol before. She took a picture and she had a red cup, had Kool-Aid in it. A college recruiter, she played volleyball, saw it and thought it was alcohol, get a scholarship. I don't know what you guys are posting, like I said, like on Instagram or MySpace, Facebook. I feel old. Like Facebook, bro, they check that. Like, they check that for real. Like, I don't know if you've been on my Instagram. I don't got no drugs, no smoking, no middle fingers, no gang signs, just alpha and speech. I ain't got nothing like that, bro. So, like I said, like, if y'all got some of that, I would delete some of it.
I didn't let him have a Facebook page until he was, what, a junior?
Junior college, junior high school.
Yeah. I was like,
Wow.
no,
I couldn't
shut
touch
all
that.
down.
I couldn't.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Like I said, I was different. I was more responsible. I didn't really, and I still I had curfew. Pretty.
What was your
fuck
curfew? Can I ask?
when I got before my car, I got my car, I think it was like 11, 12. I got my car like 1:30. But that's because I built up trust. You can't be lying and then expect to have curfew at 2. Prom night I came home at 3, and I was cool because I was good.
No,
But
prom night, you was out.
no, it's my junior year.
Your junior
Yeah, my
year,
senior year I
you
come
were
home. But that's it. But listen, I built trust. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lie over dumb stuff, over, you know what I'm saying, over dumb stuff, where you been at, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get caught, but like I'm saying, you gotta make sure that you are telling the truth, that you are being true to your
Please
parents.
say that again.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Yeah, like don't lie. Like it's like for real. I'll tell you, me and my parents have a very open relationship. Sometimes it's too open. I tell them
Amen.
for real. Like for real, guys. I tell them everything. Like for real, and that built that
That's good.
relationship to where I can, you know, I can bring friends over and they're not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I built that trust on being honest with them for real. So
Because once you lose that trust, it's hard to get it back.
you don't get jacked. My friend right now, my homeboy Q. My boy Q.
Hey guys, he was the one that when we played over in the gym. He was the other guy.
So he's the other guy I brought when I went to play in the gym. He still got curfew.
And he was Bell, you
Nah,
were
for
his
real.
teacher.
No.
Nah,
Bell
for
was
real.
his football coach.
Yeah, Q's 20.
What's wrong with that? Because we lock the door.
Yeah.
After a certain hour, you grown, make sure
And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying that was his fault because he was lying prior to that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, previously to that, you know. So like, if you lying before, yeah, you gonna if you're not paying for nothing, you need to be home at 1. And I ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? So
Tell him why. What did he do?
for real, like
last time?
what he did, guys, that he got drunk, was drinking too much. He couldn't drive. He told his homeboy to drive the car. His homeboy wrecked the car, and so his parents found out what happened. They took everything. For real.
And he goes to a D1.
Yeah, he plays. He don't scholarship. He play
Oh,
football.
his scholarship athlete.
For real.
Oh, man.
Like I said, like one of my cousins, one of my family members. You know what I'm saying? Is got kicked out of school, not handling business in school. Took the phone. She's 20. Took the
Hey,
phone.
is she a hooper?
A hooper.
Oh, man.
Took the phone. Took the phone. She ain't got nothing. For real. So like I said, guys, and it ain't no wrong with it, bro, but I'm just saying, man, like, you can prevent a lot of stuff by just being honest and just handling your business, bro. It's not that hard. You should already be on autopilot right now. They should not have to be checking. You know what I'm saying? Guys should be pretty much in your way on being successful.
That's good.
They're putting you on the right path, for real. So
Don't be lying. You get lying, you get busted.
Trey, do you want to come up with something?
No, I'm just saying. You
Yeah.
lie, you get busted. It just makes it worse.
yeah, just be like, hey, I messed up. I apologize. Won't happen again. That's what I said.
When you lie, it's very, very strict.
So
You just, the punches you're just gonna get punched more if you lie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have a strict household, very strict on my boys. He says I've gotten easier. I told maybe so because I'm tired. and childhood. But we were very, very strict on him, but he never gave us any problems. When he did give us problems, the hammer came down. So, now he was scared. So now he pretty on autopilot right now.
yeah, so y'all 15, 14, whatever, y'all should be on autopilot too.
How did you do with as far as honoring your parents? One last thing. Did the relationship with your parents coming up? Because I'm hearing my oldest is 14, and I've been hearing for a while that for boys, they're gonna try mom or dad at some point, buck up to them something. I keep hearing that.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening, but
Yeah.
I had a period where my relationship with my mom got a little rocky.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah. I wasn't, like I said, me and my parents, like, I never gave them a reason to doubt me.
Okay.
I never did. And if it wasn't even like, if they thought I was punking them, y'all see that. She's crazy too. She's like a throw stuff. So, it wasn't, I never was given even a reason. Like I said, I was surrounded. I didn't go nowhere. I didn't go
I was
nowhere.
saying that, he's right, but on the cool with our kids, we keep them so busy. That's why,
That's
like,
good.
like in sports, like y'all are, man, we busy. I was coaching his team, and I was coaching Nick, Micaiah, and Kylan and Kadrick when he was a sophomore and junior. I'm running 2 teams. When one go from practice here, then they came in, and you just gotta stay busy and just focus, man. It's just do something you love.
What they say, idle mind is a devil's what?
Workshop.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Dia.
No, you good. Like I said, like I like, you know, I was pretty busy, man, but I'm pretty much done. So
That was good.
Man, just to piggyback on what everybody else was saying, man, just
Introduce yourself.
I'm Pudgy. Y'all remember?
Oh yeah, all them J's.
Man, one decision, bro, can mess up your whole life. I done seen it too many times before work. Guys better than Jordan. Still in the hood right now. Some cracked out, some selling crack, some in jail, some dead. You know what I mean? That's real talk. Concentrate. Coach told me my sophomore year in high school, Pudgy, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. You know what that means? You know what I mean? I thought it was just basketball, so I'll shoot up every damn thing. But it's not basketball. It's life. If you don't try, you go fail every time. Try. You know what I'm saying? Try. You never know what you can do until you try, fellas. I mean, that's with school, that's with sports, that's just life lessons, period. You know, make good decisions, fellas. Because one little mistake can be different from college, jail, or the grave. You know, it's just what it is. I had to work my tail off high school. I wasn't a smart dude, not dummy, but I wasn't naturally smart. I actually had to study. So I couldn't pledge like my little cousin did, because it was either pledge in school, pledge in basketball, basketball or school. So which one's more important? School, basketball. So I really had to study. I mean, there's guys out here, colleges are recruiting other countries now. So it's not just statewide. So if you think you the coldest cat out here, you're wrong. Because they go right to Australia and get a dude just as bad as you. With better grades. And that's real talk. Everybody don't make the league. I played in Mexico for 6 years. We didn't have multi-year contracts like the NBA. Year to year. So if you don't perform that year, you're gone. So you got these cats that got cut from NBA teams from North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky, whatever, ready to come take your job. So every year I had to produce. Every single year. It's not easy. I had to push my tail. Work hard, fellas. Hard work, bottom line, hard work. You work hard, sky's the limit for you guys. Man. Your parents, man, they hear, I see y'all here, day out from school. It shows a lot. That means you care about basketball. You can be at home on your Xbox 30s, whatever y'all be playing these days. I don't know. But you can be at home doing that, chilling. Y'all got all this social media, all these gadgets, all this that. We didn't have all that. We had Nintendo, that was it. We played outside all the time. Y'all in this gym, that means y'all care. So fellas, work hard. Work hard. Good things happen. Make right decisions too. Real talk.
Amen. Thank you.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I know we've been here for a while. I'm gonna piggyback on what everybody's kind of saying. I'm gonna kind of start with these. Guys, he had a chance to go on basketball or speech and debate. Who else here in this audience right now can go more than just football? Your grades, maybe, right? He had his grades, basketball, speech and debate. What about you, Malik? You got anything else other than football, basketball, or a goalie? Academics? Okay, family. No, I'm talking about going to school, not a career.
Oh, career.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean,
Huh?
career, I don't think.
No, going to college, scholarship.
I would like to get a scholarship in communication.
Okay, basketball. What about academics? You think you can get in academics because you straight A student? Oh, yeah, thanks. Okay. What about you? Academics? Basketball, maybe? Okay. What about you? Maybe on academics, I get your grades. What about you? Okay. I'll ask Tom about you later. What I'm saying, guys, is this, and this is very important. I'm glad you spoke up to talk because God put it on my mind. God, don't just depend on a ball.
Amen.
For real. I'm like, honestly, I was kind of pissed off at first But he's like, man, I want to go in speech and debate. I'm thinking, dude, all this time I spent with you on the court, taking him to Ross, Jordan, and Sean, and man, I was paying, what, $300 a month? Out of my account. It was drafted. ACH, where you don't see it, it's just gone every month. $305 for 2 years. That was I think his freshman and sophomore year. Then before that, he had Sean at Lifetime. Before Lifetime, anybody was training there, he was training in there, private training. That was 6 years ago. But what I'm saying is that I had to realize when he told me, he was just like, Dad, I like basketball, but I love speech and debate, right? So with that being said, guys, what would it be if you had your junior year and he's like, Dad, I just got selected to represent Boeing Airlines, the people who make the planes.
Right.
They make the planes. Boeing, they're the biggest airlines in the world right now, right? He was their representative to speak for them in speech and debate, and he won it, and they flew him to San Diego to speak.
Yeah.
Junior, he's just turned 16, I think probably 15. What I'm saying, I'm not trying to brag on him, I'm just saying the opportunity. If one man can do it, you can do it too, all right? And he was in McKinney, all right, in speech and debate, and playing basketball. I didn't like how they ran their system over here in the north side. I didn't like it. So what I do, I got my family up and I moved him to Louisville. When I was coaching you guys, I got up in the middle of the year and moved him. All right, he was on varsity his sophomore year. He could have played freshman year, but we wanted to kind of get him that experience with Coach Rubin because he was a defensive guy. He was playing sophomore year. We didn't like it. But it was also other than that because we saw other opportunities with speech and debate. Okay? We moved him in sophomore year. He just had to sit out and play JV. Went from varsity playing JV. But guys, when he went over there, when he came out of high school, I think he was ranked in the top 3 or 5 in the state of Texas. And then they won national. Y'all was number 1 in duo international, something like that, right? They were number 1 in the country, him and his partner. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that it kind of hurt a little bit when he said I put down the ball, but it also helped me realize that it's not about what I want as a dad of a dream, but it's what he wants as a person for himself. With that being said, how would you like to go to college and win international? I think they're number 1 in the country. That's the reason why we went to Western Kentucky. They were number 1 in the country. Guys, they flew them down. As soon as we came into the campus, we had a tour that met us there. As soon as the tour met us there, they took us right to the president's office, guys, of Western Kentucky. This guy probably makes $2 million a year. And to sit us down, right? And he's like, okay, hey, Mr. Derwan Green. Well, you know me. Dude, he just started reading our profile on everything that was in our history. Real talk. Read about my wife, read about him. Okay, Derwan, I see that you play basketball, I see that you speech and debate. And basically, they have these profiles that go out and they just research everything about your family.
He had a file on his
What?
desk.
Yes, he had a manila folder and bam. And when we walked up, he said, listen, without you leaving here right now, we want to sign your son with the number 1 speech and debate team in the country. We want you to sign right now. What do you think? And my wife before she said, hey, I'll sign right here. I'm like, hold on. Let us be like them car dealerships. Hey, let me get back with you. Let me play
You
my
wasn't like
spades.
that,
You
man.
know?
You wasn't
For
like
real.
that. Yeah.
For real, guys. But what would it feel like? And it's coming. What would it feel like, Wallace? It's coming, bro, to where they're going to be flying you and your family out to the college, all right? They're flying y'all out. And you guys, age of time, it's probably going to be on personal private jets. To where you ain't got to go to check in at the airport, to where you just walking out and just walking on the plane. I did that one time. It was the coolest thing in my life, guys. Seriously, it was 6 of us on a private jet. Coolest thing. What I'm trying to say at the end of the day, guys, what if you had the opportunity to go to college and President Obama wrote you personally and said, you know what? We love the way you spoke here at this particular college, so-and-so and so-and-so. Keep up a good job, and you have a letter from President Obama. Would you like that? Would you like that, parents? Would you like that?
Mm-hmm.
He got it this past year. Blew my freaking socks off when I saw it. You got a letter from the president, bro? Imagine once you get out of college, man, you put that on your resume and saying, hey, I done this, I was number 1 in the country, I did this. Oh, matter of fact, I'm African American, I'm English, I'm speech and debate. Oh, matter of fact, I'm bilingual too in Spanish. And I went to Spain for, and got summer credits. Oh, I'm a licensed realtor at the age of 19 years old. That people are getting at 40, 50 years old. Guys, man, that's reading your profile. You know what happens when you get out in the world? You don't be like, you know what, hey, can I get a job making 40, 50,000? You step up and say, listen, you know what? I think I want 150,000. If not, I got 10 other people that get it to. Right now at 25 years old. That's what happens, guys. That's the reason why I want to talk to you guys. Now, another downfall that's really emotional, like Ms. Shireen was, when I was 19, I was in college, came back for a party, me and my cousins were out. Guys, it was fun. But some stuff popped off, they doing this. Bloods and Crips, that was a blood sign. I just threw it up, y'all didn't even notice it. Real talk. Yeah, I grew up with them. We grew up with them. The reason my mom left me out and told me that she's moved me to Arlington, from Fort Worth to Arlington, because Tyrone Hill, our best friend, name was written on the side of the Zippy, and there's a corner store, because he was next on the list to be shot. If your name showed up on the side of the list of the board, you were dead. Within the next 48 to 72 hours, they were coming for you. Am I lying, Pudgy? All day long, all day strong. I'm at the party, we doing something, we, dressed in flaming red, we flamed up. All right, and I'm talking to you real, because this is how they talk, real talk. What happens? Brothers start fighting, da-da-da-da, me and my cousin, my brother-in-law, over here, da-da-da. Then this dude comes by, pow, from here to here, and shot my cousin in the head. You know who it was? His brother. Changed my life, God. It messed me up.
17. Football player.
TCU.
It messed me up to this day. It messed me up, bro. I told Duncan that story, and he was just frantic, and his mom was like, what? For real? It messed me up, man. And what I'm trying to tell you guys is that this stuff is real. That's the reason I didn't want to play this weekend, because I knew that we need to come talk to you guys. At that point in time, guys, it was probably the hardest death that I've ever had to go through. I was like suppressed. I didn't want to go to school. I was hooping in college. He was still in high school. I think he was a sophomore, right?
No.
A junior? Huh?
Going to college that summer.
Yeah, but we was both hooping. All right? I'm hooping strong. I think I'm going to a junior. All right? I'm getting letters to go overseas and play. I just had him. He would think he was a month and a half, year old. And, we grew up, so these like, I hadn't had no brothers, so we're like brothers, me and his other two brothers. But what I'm saying, guys, when that happened, man, instantly, I told her, hey, you know what? We got to get married. I don't think it was a month later. I said, I'm out. I'm out the game. Because, guys, that stuff is real. And what I'm saying is that if it can happen to this person, it can happen to anybody. I always tell my boys, and I've been telling D for the longest time, when things pop off, when a fight happens, you know what we always do? We always run. Go, who fight? Y'all know what happened? Let me tell y'all this. Coach House, you wasn't there. Akil was there. I think Shireen was there. At IAD, right?
Yep.
Who was there? At IAD, right? This was 2 weeks ago. We was playing in the prime time. We was all over there talking, right? Fight broke out, right? Right? Nick? Kyle, right? Y'all all went over there, didn't you? Everybody went over there, didn't you? Everybody was gone. You know who was right by my side? Kyler. And he know better. Guys, that's when you get shot.
Always the one that wasn't doing that.
Yep. Guys, my high school year, as soon as I graduated from high school, I told my wife again, I've scared death like 3 times. Literally. My homeboy Ron went to middle school together. We all chilling, whatever. They drinking a little bit. I didn't drink in high school. I didn't drink at all. But we're all talking, yada, yada, yada. Of course, some Crips come in. He a white dude. He's one of those skater die dudes. And it was his party, in the school party here, whatever. And we're all playing, just kind of dancing, whatever. They drinking. Somebody pop up, some bumping or something. Man, watch out, homeboy. What's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? You a blood? What's the deal? Man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You get the F off my house, dude. They shoved him back. Pow! Shot him in the stomach. He falls on the ground, his intestines just pop out of his stomach. That's how I'm serious. From here to hear from me. I got my girlfriend, busted out, ran out. They caught old dude. He got life in prison. All right? So at the end of the day, guys, we're telling you these stories from Coach Bell, here, and Mr. Ream. Guys, we love you, man. And if it happened then, today, y'all don't fight when it's done. Y'all fight, and they come back. I want to shoot. Y'all don't just knuckle up on it. That's over. Y'all can't fight no more. You can, but people want to come back and shoot because they're scared. And you know what happens even worse now? Coach Bell even knows. It's an open carry-off. You know what that means?
You can carry on.
That's right. You can carry a gun without you going to jail now. So you see little flimsy nerdy dude just walking like this, and you think you can punk him, and lo and behold, bam, he shoots you because you don't know who's carrying now. You don't know who's carrying now. All right. So get that through your head. I'm gonna say one last thing. I'm gonna wrap up. This is what I see, guys. If you guys say the right path, Kadrick, Cobb, we're gonna see you playing on Sunday, bro. I've known this since the 4th grade. But since you went from 135 to 165 in a year in weight gain, I was like, what the WTF? Sorry, I said it to myself. For real, man. And then that was 1 year. And that was just bench pressing and just doing squats. Now your explosiveness, me and your mom were looking at your arms at the other game, your arms come to here. Colin's arms come to here, and you're out jumping Colin by this. And you wasn't as athletic as Colin was, I'm sorry. But man, it's your hard work that has surpassed you over everybody that I know. Dude, nobody can touch you in this freaking district. I don't think in the state of Texas, but I haven't seen everybody. But we've seen everybody around here, and nobody can touch you, bro. None. And you have an advantage to talk to anybody. They don't know what you are. Black, white, Hispanic, Dominican, they don't know what you are. Yeah, you know, Palomalu. You go to Euless, Trinity. So I'm just saying, man, for real. It's like, I'm not saying I'm prophesizing you guys' future, but if all of us parents look out and look at you, man, dude, you're it's like you can just see it. And I'm not saying it's easy, because I know sometimes it can be political, but with your work ethic, I just don't see how anybody can pass it up.
That's right.
But you just can't stop doing what you're doing.
Work ethic's ridiculous.
And the only thing I'm gonna tell you to do is do what you do, but make everybody else around you better too.
There you go.
For real. If you push it, man, you push the next person. Malik, you're probably one of the most freakish athletes that are on our team right now. Probably again in the whole freaking Metroplex. Man, when you came to BMM, I had heard about you from high school, from middle school play. But then when you came and I saw you at BMM, I'm like, God dang, this dude is fat. Malik, he was grabbing a rim last year. Really? At BMM, wasn't you? He just go up and and you was, what, 5'9" there, 5'8", something like that? I don't know. Something like that. But, dude, you're a running back. You're a tight end. You know, I don't know what the hell you are. But then on the basketball court, you're playing post, and you're 6'1", I'm almost 6'2", against 6'5", because you're so fast. You know, the only thing about it is, Malik, we need to get your mental game as far as your aggressiveness to go in line of everything that you have, meaning that don't get frustrated.
Yeah.
But again, even with you could be playing every day on. Hell, I ain't even seen you play goalie. I'm sorry. That's another dude that you have. But again, dude, you're another one that can play on Sunday, or you can be playing basketball. Heck, you know, you probably could throw the disc too. I don't know. I forgot about the shot put, Kadrick, right? Or disc? Which one is it? Yeah. So what I'm saying, guys, is that just with you two alone, sky's the limit. Elijah, dude, you're 13. You're killing grown men. For real. You know, don't let anything stop you, man. It's like, I'm not trying to be funny. It's just even too early to figure out what you're going to be. Like, real talk, it's just early. But with the signs that you're showing, dude, you're Kyrie Irving out there. And now we know you're going to get bigger. I saw your brother. That's the first time I actually seen your brother. Your brother's stout. You know? Y'all come from the same parents, so dude, you have it in you, man. Keep it up. Be a leader. Makai, hell, I look at your family, and he showed me pictures from when y'all went down to the funeral. Y'all got some big old dudes in y'all family, man. 6'8", 6'9", you know? Sky's the limit for you and your brother, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a humble kid. Don't let people take your niceness for weakness, though. Show your presence everywhere you go.
Amen.
Nick, only thing I'm gonna say about this year, you need to be trying to take your brother's spot. They didn't have a guard this year, Nick. I saw your brother play in the playoffs. I was sitting there watching the game with you in the playoffs, right? We watched it together. They don't have a guard at with Coach Kraft now. They don't have a guard. Your brother's a guard. Really, you're more of a killer than your brother is. And your daddy know it. Real talk. So the sky is the limit today. And there's no telling where you may be. Just keep the killer, Nick. You kind of fell off a little bit from loving the game. Yeah. You have it in you, man. I've been with these since kindergarten. You call me kindergarten. So keep it, all right? You got it, bro. We're going to be checking you out this year. Matter of fact, I already told my wife, and we had talked about it probably a month ago, since Colin's going to 8th grade, we're coming to watch all y'all. The same way I did this year. Yeah, right? But we need somebody to come watch, preferably on varsity. Preferably. You know? But hey, we spend our time watching this year and figure out where we're going to play Skyler, because Louisville is not guaranteed. We know that too. Hey, we want to come join somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kylan, man, you same way. Sky's the limit. You know, you're good in basketball. You know, everybody knows it. You know, you're better in soccer to me than basketball. You know,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You played football. You just, I don't know what you are. Remember I told you that the other day? I'm like, dude, I don't know what you are. You know, you're grabbing the rim in 7th grade. Kylan, man, between you and Elijah, I hadn't seen any guys in the state of Texas that can beat y'all in the guard spot. Even when I've seen stuff on video in the guard spots, I've asked Duncan, because he plays for West Coast. He's like, no, ain't nobody can touch all the guards. And he playing with the best in America. So what does that tell y'all? I'm just not too hesitant to push you on the scene yet, because it don't really matter yet.
He told me that too.
Yeah.
He told me that too.
It don't matter yet. But I'll tell you one thing, you be working out with him this summer, I'll put that on everything. If you don't do nothing else and touch a ball, you'll be hitting them freaking weights this summer. I need you to look something like that. And I didn't say look like that, I said something like that. Really. Wallace, I saved the best for last, and I told your mom and your dad that we still have to have a conversation like really soon. Dude, you and my cousin came and said, he there. And he ain't been to the league in soccer. He's been overseas in soccer. Wallace, man, you gotta have love for the game, man. You gotta want it. If you wanted just this much, not even this much, but just this much, Wallace, you gonna write your own ticket. I knew it when we were at the primetime game, and we saw your freaking cousin, uncle, whoever the heck. Did you have to be 6'11"? He had to be 6'11".
That same was taller than me.
Hey, Wallace, what's up, Wallace? You know? Bro, Wallace, man, on the cool, we talk all the time. So this triangle right here.
Yeah.
Wallace, for real, and your dad knows, because I talked to your dad and your mom a little bit. If you wanted this much, you know what you'll do, Wallace? You gonna give an opportunity for them over there. Hold on, let me get over here. For them over there.
You preaching.
You are. You the face, man.
That's real talk.
Andre know it. Coach Greg Buckner know it.
That's real.
I'm telling you, man.
Franchise player.
Yeah, you're the franchise player, man. And
That's
we're
right.
trying to really say, here's a torch, Wallace. We need for you to take this thing and run with it. For real. You have to really think about that, Wallace. You are 6'6" and a half right now, and you're 14 with a 16 shoot. We don't even know. We've been talking about it. We don't even know if you had your growth spurt yet. That's sick. Like, for real.
That's crazy.
Wallace, if you didn't grow an ounce right now, you can go to the league and play 3. Paul George is 6'7", 6'8". You know what I'm saying? He playing. Matter of fact, Bird got him playing the 4. He played the 4 in Indiana now. 'Cause they switched all that around. They running almost with a 4-guard set, and that's where it's going. and I don't want to harp on you more than anybody else, but Wallace, I have to get you to understand that God has blessed you with just, and you can dribble, and you can shoot. You see, we really ain't been playing near the post much. We're trying to get your game out here, behind that black line. Because while it's 2 steps, you're inside the red line. For real, it's 2 steps, literally. Once you really know how to move your body. But while it's, you're for sure bound to be in the draft pick. To where all of us, the way we sitting around looking at each other right now, we're going to be sitting around the table like, yeah, Wallace, go ahead. Go ahead, Wallace, go and get that draft pick and give us some tickets. Because we telling you right now, we want some tickets. We ain't even asked for no bread. We just want some tickets in a suite.
The good seats, yeah. That's
in
all.
A suite.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, I'm letting you know right now. We ain't picking Wallace up for no reason. I'm playing with you, man. We pick Wallace up because we love him.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah.
All right? So, Wallace, man, I'm trying to tell you, we're going to continue to work with you and work with you and work with you. But I'm going to tell you right now, between this time now, this day we're sitting right here, until next year, Wallace, every team in the state of Texas is going to be trying to recruit you. Hands down, bro. Wallace, next year you're going to be 6'8".
You gotta want it though, man.
Yeah.
They can't want it for you.
That's
They
right.
can't want it for you. You gotta want it yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're going to draw attention as soon as you walk in the gym.
Soon-
Before you even put your shoes on,
The eye
they're going to look at you.
He's preaching.
They're
Yeah.
going to look at you. Whether you can make a layup or not, they're going to look at you. It's just the beat stuff.
Tell them what the eye, I think it's in every sport. I think every sport has the eye test, the passing the eye test in footballs is a different look. Basketball, he's kind of hitting on it right now. You already passed the eye test for Division I basketball. Just real talk with you. You already passed the eye test.
For even coaches, man. And Wallace, we hadn't even went to Vegas yet. I'm scared when we come back from Vegas in July, what's this going to be like for you? If you just halfway show up. It's being real. Then the cool thing about it is that, right, yeah, well, that's what I was going to. I said that's what I was saying. The cool thing about it, Wallace, is this. If you show up half an inch, they going to show up, which is going to put eyes on you too. So you have good guards. I don't know what you want to call them. They're not postmen. They're just whatever. Yeah, they're players. They're some beasts. What about that? So, Wallace, I know I spent a lot of time on you, probably more than anybody else, but I think you just really, really need it, man. You if anything, Coach Tom, Mr. Tom, my boy Tom, let him get with us on the weights this year, because all of these guys, and I'm going to give everybody a training schedule for July. It's going to be very, very intense. That the guy from Singapore is going to be supporting us this year, and Coach Bell's going to be doing the weight training, and he's going to show the kids the proper way
That's good.
to live. Because when you go and sometimes you go in these gyms with these coaches at the school that, hey, get a barbell and just do this, or just do this, and that's not the proper way to lift, guys. If anything, I'm not even saying you tear something up, but you're not even developing your muscle properly. And even on top of that, the diet plan he's going to give you, that's probably more important than lifting. Yeah. Is what you're putting in your body.
That's what it is.
So all this that we eating, this is fun stuff. But guys, this summer, we're really going to concentrate and show you how to really impact your body and build muscle and get yourself stronger. And guys, there's not a lot of guys in basketball, I'm not even talking about football, that are even lifting weights, because they just think they need to be in the gym shooting the ball all the time. But I'm going to tell you, he'll tell you. When in high school, I was a shooter. I could jump. Couldn't jump like him, but I could just jump. But I was fast. He'll tell you, I was fat. And I was fat. Fat. I was fat. They don't believe me. I was fat, man. He'll tell you. That's why he's shaking his head. I was fat. Dude, I was round. I was butt and gut. Like the Crumpets, Eddie Murphy, Refusion. Yeah. I was butt and gut. Whatever. Refusion?
Refusion, that's Martin Lawrence. Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah, that's Eddie Murphy.
Norbit.
Norbit.
She thinks that a clock.
Another professor.
Yeah.
My bad.
So at the end of the day, guys, for real, what I'm just trying to say is that I had to work hard going to the boys club. And he'll tell you, we got dropped off the boys club at 8 o'clock in the morning and then get picked up till 5. Every day. Not every day, but every day. And I lost the weight, and I started playing. But nevertheless, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is that I didn't lift really in high school. I was a shooter. I ran track, played football. But guys, when I got to college, man, I started lifting. My body changed. Dude, I was shooting probably from that gray line, and I wasn't missing too much. And I don't really play much now, but guys, I wasn't missing. He kept playing. That's why he continued to shoot. He still play all the time. But guys, if you hit the weights, your game will change. Between now and when you get back into school in August, September, just 3 months, your game will change. I promise you. He was skinnier than anybody in here. He was like Traylon. That's how he was in high school.
No.
Short, just like Traylon,
No.
just like Elijah.
No.
Traylon has hope.
Yeah, I'm serious. That's why I call him Punchy. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave this 30 seconds. One summer, my 9th grade year, going to my 10th grade year, I lived in Arlington. We always go to gym. Guys, we was in the gym all the time, playing with adults. We didn't really play with kids so much with adults, all right? And one time we playing, I'm punking around, Next year, he came back. I think I was going to the 11th, and he was going to the 10th. And he was probably about here to me. He was like, D, man, watch this. He went up there and he finger rolled. He's like, D, I can dunk. I'm like, you right. Joe got the ball, threw that hole off the glass, bam! All in one summer. One summer. One summer, guys. That's all it takes. But he started doing calf raises. He was doing jump ropes. I wasn't doing that. I was working. I had a pocket full of money in the car. For real. I was working. It was clean. I was always clean, poloed out. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you guys. Oh, yeah, him too.
That's what it did for him.
Yeah, it's going to change your game. When, you go into the hole, you don't want to go to the hole. You're going to go in the hole because you want to bully. Like, for real. I'm not trying to be funny. You see how capable bullying y'all. For real, it's just
It's real talk.
No, you know what? For him, his sophomore year, right? He looked like he wasn't bigger than Kylan his sophomore year, guys. He was not bigger than Kylan.
He was Traylon just taller.
Yeah, he was smaller than Kylan. And Kylan's not big, but he's kind of defined.
Smaller than what Colin is now?
Yes. I'm trying to tell you. Guys, from that sophomore year to his junior year, he got on the weights. He got a little more filled out. But that junior year to his senior year, guys, remember, he's 16. And I just had him eating, but he lifted it almost every day. Practice, after he got through running suicides, towel pushes, 17s, and his coach ran the hell out of him. He run them. They was known for running in the games, all right? After practice, what did he do? Bang. Weight room, bang, bang, bang. Guys, it changed his game. Guys, D used to get bullied, not bullied, but used to get pushed around. All right, guys, when he played the game. And when the weights came on, it changed his life, man. Hey, guys, he changed his life to the point of this. I saw him say a cuss word in the game, and I almost fell out the chair and was doing this. For real, because he was just weak, man. I'll be telling him, man, get to the freaking hole. He could hit 20 if he wanted to, but he was just, I would tell him, man, you're trash. I talk him crazy. I don't even talk to y'all like I used to talk to y'all, man. Man, you're freaking trash. Get the hell out of my damn face, man. Guys, I had to grow. I grew from him. For real, I would get mad. I'd be mad for days with a trade. I'd be mad for days, guys. I take it to heart because I wanted it so bad. Man, oh my damn face. For real.
Wasn't like that, mama.
But serious, man. He got on the weights, guys. That's why I keep telling you, Wallace, Kylan, Nick, Micaiah, especially you, Malik, because you so strong down here. But when I saw you do push-ups, we ain't even going there. For real. I think it's just the hair. But I'm just saying, right. So I'm just saying, guys, weights. You're out of school. Weights. Please, everybody get on the weights. I'm coming out here, so if I'm coming from McKinney, and I got to come to Melissa at least twice a week. Anybody need a ride, just holler at your boy. I'll meet you on the corner. That's what we used to do.
Yeah, right.
And not like this. I'm just saying, I ain't doing it. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up, man. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach
That's
Tom,
good
you have
stuff.
anything? All right.
Oh, that's right.
Guys, Wallace is leaving. This is probably the last time y'all gonna see Wallace. So I think he leaves June 5th. This Sunday, right? Something like that. Guys, he gonna be back until the end of June. Be back July 4th. All right. So guys, Wallace will be gone the whole month. So you'll come back just in time to get him groove. All right.
Shoot while you down there.
Yeah, shoot.
It might grow 2 inches.
You got a goal. You,
Hey, if you give me your address, I'll send you a jumper up.
yeah, yeah. I know that's right.
All right. Parents, y'all have anything before we leave? No, nothing. Coach Bill, we appreciate you and Miss Shannon for giving us the
Thank you,
gym,
Coach
man.
Brown.
It's always a blessing. I know we don't tell you as much. Guys, listen. Take this one last thing. Everything that we talked about, especially with the phone, it's the last week of school. You know how I get bucked on the last couple of days of school. Everybody's planning to do this. I'm gonna get this dude for this. Hey, I'm finna get hurt for this. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going on the last week of school. Be a role model, man, and tell your homeboy, hey man, chill out. You know, that's like he said, that's dead. You know, don't do all that.
Yeah.
For real, guys, you're saving another person. Remember, you're good, but it's about the next person that you're looking out for, okay? Even if you don't like them, man, save a soul.
That's right.
Sow a seed, sow a good seed.
Yeah, it'll go far. All right?
Amen.
Trey, we want any more of that? Trey, do we want any more of that?
Oh, y'all need to be
Bell,